Welcome to the Weekly Watch for Monday, August 3rd. The story we will look at today is out of Colorado Springs. According to MediaRightNews.com, the Colorado Springs Police Department has advised citizens of a residential area to shelter in place as they allow agitators to enter their neighborhood. Ian McDonald provides a surprisingly objective take on the events unfolding in the Pulpit Rock neighborhood. The area of Pulpit Rock Drive received an official notice to shelter in place due to the civil disturbance/protest. At 6:52 p.m., the Colorado Springs Police Department tweeted, "An official message has been sent to the residents in the area of the 6,000 block of Pulpit Rock Drive to shelter in place due to the civil disturbance/protest. This message is to keep community members informed and safe." A reply followed up this message with, "Protesters have blocked Pulpit Rock Drive, which is illegal under CRS 18-9-107. Officers have given announcements to protesters reminding them to not block the streets." At 7:58 p.m., Colorado Springs Police Department posted another tweet with the following: "We are aware of a protest occurring in the Pulpit Rock residential neighborhood. We believe in our community's right to peacefully protest, but please be aware that demonstrating in a residential area is governed by Colorado laws. The organized group of agitators was armed. A resident was observed feigning solidarity with the mob. One resident tweeted out, 'Don't burn my house down, please.'" Colette Bordelon of KOAA.com tweeted updates about the crowd of agitators. According to what she posted, the mob was led by a local reverend as they targeted the home of a CSPD officer who was involved in an incident that resulted in the death of one Devon Bailey. Bordelon posted, "Reverend Dr. Stephanie Rose Spalding addressing the crowd at dusk in the Trailhead parking lot. She leaves them with the words, 'It is our duty to fight for our freedom.'" Devon Bailey was shot by police on August 3rd, 2019. Sergeant Alan Van Lant and Officer Blake Evanson were involved in the shooting. Stephanie Rose Spalding is a politician from Colorado. The phrase, "It is our duty to fight for our freedom," is a mantra of the BLM extremist group. It first emerged in 2015 at certain college campuses in the U.S. Spalding is running for a seat in the U.S. Senate. On her website, stephanieforco.com, it reads, "True governance only happens when all people are treated with dignity." A grand jury found that under the fleeing felon statute, the officers were justified in their use of deadly force because they had reason to suspect Bailey of committing a felony and possessing a weapon. Bailey was reported to have committed armed robbery. Bailey did not follow the officer's instructions when he chose to flee. An independent expert in the use of force was tasked with reviewing the incident and providing testimony on the justification of the officer's actions. It was determined that the officers had an understandable concern about potential harm to innocent civilians. While the loss of life is often tragic, it is time for the people of this country to come to grips with reality. Law enforcement have one of the most difficult jobs there is. Police shootings are already under scrutiny, and as such, they are a rare occurrence. Though on this occasion, Colorado Springs Police Department seems to spare every effort in controlling these agitators. Bound by political correctness, the municipal police there in Colorado Springs seem to be content to sacrifice their officers in capitulation to an angry mob. The likelihood of violence being visited upon the officers is very high, though the mob called for Sergeant Van Lant to face charges and lose his job. If any sort of violent or destructive offense is visited upon the officers or residents of Pulpit Rock Drive, then Stephanie Rose Spalding will be guilty of inciting racial violence. Spalding should not be elected to any political office or seat. Make sure to contact your local law enforcement and see what the policies are on these activities. You have the right to inform yourself. You have the right to defend yourself. Until next time, stay safe and keep your nose clean. Thank you for tuning in to the Weekly Watch, only on Post America Radio, where we go one we go all.